Christmas! Merry Christmas! I knew we were going to do a show on Christmas. It's not the Christmas show. Okay. Well, Happy New Year! Oh, this is going to be a great New Year. Baseball season's coming around. This is going to be a great New Year's show. Then, okay. Then what is it then? Forward down the field, we'll charge you in, then we'll not yield. And when the blue and silver wave, stand and cheer the brave. Rah, 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 go hard, win the game, and cheer you on to cheer your name. Down the field and gain a Lions victory! I love you guys, and Happy New Year to another edition of All Andy Alfred right here on Clayfan 2-3. I am your host, Andrew Alfred, welcoming you into Studio 61. And you can see we still have the Christmas decorations up, even though we are in January, and we'll be taking those down soon enough. But how about this? The Lions went 4 straight in a row to beat the Minnesota Vikings on Brett Favre's last game as a professional player, and it's going to be, we tip your hat to you, Brett, but it's time to pack it up. The Lions were a winner 20-13 over the Minnesota Vikings. Sean Hill was 28 for 39 with 256 yards and 1 touchdown and 1 INT. Josh Webb was 20 for 32 for 143, no touchdowns and 1 INT. A 4-game winning streak to end the season at 5-10. Excuse me, 6-10, and we have the same record as the Cleveland Browns. And there's some changes going on in Brown camp today. The Browns yesterday was a loser 41-9 to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger was 15 for 22, 281 yards, 2 touchdown passes, no INTs. Colt McCoy was 20 for 41, 209 yards, 3 INTs, and 1 touchdown. And today at noon, at 1 o'clock this afternoon, Eric Mancini was fired. Gotta go. He was fired as coach of the Cleveland Browns today, and the search begins for another new coach. He was 10-22 in 2 seasons with the Cleveland Browns. Other scores in the NFL yesterday: Carolina was a loser 31-10 to Atlanta. Baltimore 13, Cincinnati 7. Oakland 31, Kansas City 10. Miami 7, the Patriots 38. Tampa Bay 23, New Orleans 13. The Jets were a winner 38-7. The Bears were a loser. The Chicago Bears were a loser 3-10 to Green Bay. San Diego 33, Denver 28. St. Louis 16, Seattle 6. The Giants were a winner 17-14 over Washington. Dallas winning 14-13 over Philadelphia, and the Indianapolis Colts winning 23-20 over the Tennessee Titans. And this is the end of the regular season in the NFL. So now here's the playoff standings. New England and Pittsburgh and Atlanta and Chicago are the 1-2 seeds in opposite divisions. AFC for Pittsburgh and New England, NFC for Atlanta and Chicago. Now, they're the 1-2 seeds. 3 through 6 play each other. It will be starting on Saturday afternoon at 4:30. It will be New Orleans at Seattle at 4:30 on NBC, and then the late game will be Indianapolis taking on the Jets at 8 o'clock on NBC, and then the afternoon game on Sunday will be Kansas City taking on Baltimore at 1 o'clock on CBS, and Sunday at 4:30 it will be Philadelphia taking on Green Bay on Fox. So it's going to be interesting to see what the playoffs look like this year. Especially, we don't know who's going to get hot and who's going to falter. We don't know that. But we know one thing's faltered. I'm a Michigan State fan, and I am pissed off at what happened on New Year's Day. MSU was a loser 49-7 to the Crimson Tide. Cousin was 10 for 18 with 120 yards, no touchdown passes. and 1 INT. McCoy was 13 for 17, 222 yards, 1 touchdown pass, no INTs. It was over by halftime. I was more worried about the Classic than anything else, and we'll get to that in part 2. But since I have been with you since before Christmas, the Rockets were a loser 34-32 to FIU, their first ever bowl win. Carroll for FIU, he had, I believe, 16 passes for 27 attempts with 140 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 INT. To Owens, 15 of 27 for 132, 1 touchdown, 3 INTs, and it was a game-winning field goal as time expired. Michigan was a loser 52-14. Robinson was 27 for 41, 254, 2 touchdown passes, 1 INT. And TCU wiped the floor clean with Wisconsin like I predicted, 21-19. And now tomorrow, the Sugar Bowl, as Arkansas takes on the Ohio State University at 8 o'clock on ESPN. Let's get into the NHL. The Jackets. They're good, and they're bad. They're good, they're really good, and then they're bad. They lost last night to the Hicks with Sticks, the Nashville Predators, 4-1. RJ Umberger, his 13th of the season. Shea Weber, his 6th. Spalding, his 2nd. And Rawlinson, his 8th. In front of 15,450 at the Gaylord Entertainment Complex. They beat Toronto. They beat Ottawa. You can't beat the Hicks with Sticks, honestly. Mason's cooling off, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. Philadelphia was a winner 3-2 over the Detroit Red Wings. Hartnell his 10th, Cogliano his 2nd, Zetterberg his 14th, and Filppula for the Red Wings their 10th. Tonight in the NHL will be Boston taking on Toronto at 7 o'clock. Philadelphia is off tonight. Florida will take on Carolina at 7 o'clock. The Islanders take on Calgary at 9. The Chicago Blackhawks take on the LA Kings at 9 o'clock. And Vancouver and San Jose drop the puck at 10 o'clock. It was a great Winter Classic. I will say it's not the best. Not the best Winter Classic I've seen. The best Winter Classic I've seen is the first one. How it ended and how the picturesque scene of the snow falling was perfect. This one was just rain. Luckily, I got lucky and I got chosen for tickets, but good thing I didn't buy them. Because $250 for a nosebleed seat, $150 for a train ticket back and forth, and then finding out that the game was moved to 8 o'clock. I wouldn't have made it to the game. So luckily I stayed home and watched the game. And it was a good game. 3-1 was the final. Crosby got decked in the second period. Oh God, I loved it. If you don't know me, I'm an Ovechkin kind of guy. I support Ovechkin. He's probably one of the best players I've seen play. Him and Rick Nash, great players. Great players. But Crosby, he is such a wine bucket. He really is. I mean, he has his friends go and fight for him. It's ridiculous. But what can you do? The Walleye were a winner on Saturday, 6-2 over the Cincinnati Cyclones. Dodge and Rogers for the key scores for the Walleye, and Albrecht his 8th of the season. Saturday saw Wheeling losing to Gwinnett, not to Gwinnett, to the Greenville Road Warriors 5-1. Gwinnett lost to Carolina 3-2, and I will be down there on Friday watching the Walleye take on the Reading Royals at 7 o'clock. Tickets are available. That's one of the recommendations of the day. Get your picture taken with the Stanley Cup. Tickets are $15. Tickets, they have tons of tickets left. If you need something to do for a Friday night, it's a perfect thing. It's a perfect date night too. Excellent. And also, the Mud Hens Fandemonium will be going on January 19th. Tickets are $10, and also season tickets are available for purchase now at the Mud Hen box office. You can also call for the Walleye tickets. It's the same number, 419-725-HENS, 419-725-WALL. It's the same number. It's the same people. You will love it. I'm Andrew Alfred. I hope you have an excellent day. And remember, as always, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together. And especially the teams behind me and to you, the viewers, victory is sweetest when you have tasted defeat. Have a nice night, everybody.